Coming up on today's episode of AMA Drone Report, new sport in the making, drone jumping. AMA, as drone sales soar, vast majority of reports remain simple sightings. New content, videos are featured in the latest King School's drone course. Hi, I'm Bri Cross. Welcome to Airborne's AMA Drone Report on Aero-TV, a weekly news program covering the recreational drone world in partnership with the Academy of Model Aeronautics, one of the oldest and most respected aviation organizations in the world, with more than 195,000 members and 2,400 clubs across the country. You had to see it to believe it. An ingenious Latvian UAV operation has pulled off an exercise in which a skydiver used one of their massive 28-rotor multi-copters to make an eye-popping skydive. On May 12th, a 28-propeller drone built by Aero-News lifted skydiver Ignas Asklan to a height of nearly 1,100 feet, from where he accomplished the planned jump. The company, Aero-News, has already demonstrated a number of dramatic heavy lift missions and solutions. Janis Putrams, Aero-News chief engineer and the drone pilot on the mission, added, quote, "Already in the near future, our technology will save human lives, will help to fight fires, and carry out other challenging and significant work. With this project, we show we are ready for serious tasks in the field of civil defense and sports." In order to reduce potential risks, the drone took the jumper from a 400-foot tower and then climbed to the release altitude intended for the release and jump. Preparations occurred over the course of 6 months, at which time the payload of the drone was increased up to over 440 pounds while tests were carried out. ANN extends its congrats to all at Aero-News for an exciting and dramatic effort that will further dramatize the incredible advancements being made with UAS platforms. In the next Drone Minute, let's take a brief look at a few of the shorter stories that are making the rounds of the small UAS and hobby drone communities. DJI has announced the availability of its Smart TV app, which will be made available for Smart TV platforms including the Samsung Tizen TV and Apple TV. The DJI Smart TV app will allow users to watch a variety of aerial content and 4K videos captured from around the world, all in the comfort of their living room. The FAA's boss is turning into quite the drone fan. The story of unmanned aircraft is a good news story, according to FAA Administrator Michael Huerta. Speaking at AUVSI XPONENTIAL last week, Huerta said that not only is the story a good one, but one that bears repeating. Quote, "It's a story about collaboration, it's a story about innovation, and I think most importantly, it's a story of a shared commitment to safety," he said. The crew at ANN had a chance to get a lot done at last week's AUVSI convention, including the first chance to webcast a drone-dedicated exponential innovation preview, featuring short but exciting sneak peeks at the latest tech from the unmanned world. Check it out at allthingsunmanned.com. That was our Drone Minute. Now back to the rest of the news. AMA has reviewed 1,270 new UAS sightings reported by the FAA and finds that the vast majority of these sightings are just that, sightings. Additionally, the FAA specifically stated that no collision between civilian aircraft and a civilian drone operator has been confirmed. Quote, "In comparison to the growing number of drone sales and operators, the total number of UAS reports in the FAA's data is just a small fraction," said Rich Hansen, president of AMA. "Safety has always been our #1 priority. That's why we're encouraged to see that most of the reports are mere drone sightings and do not appear to pose serious safety risks." While the number of reports included in the FAA's latest data set increased, it covered a longer time period and occurred within the context of an increase in the number of people flying UAS. Drone sales have reached 700,000 units in 2015 and 2.4 million units in 2016, an increase of 112%. And in late March 2017, the FAA announced that more than 770,000 UAS operators have registered their drones with the FAA. The total number of drone sightings the FAA has reported, 2,616 since August 2015, only accounts for 0.34% of the total number of registered operators. Drone pilots who want to fly their drones in furtherance of a business have a fun and quick way to prepare to pass the required Part 107 Remote Pilot Certificate written tests with version 2.0 of the King School's Drone Pilot License Test Prep course. John King, co-chairman of King Schools, said, quote, "Since it was released in January of 2017, over 1,000 drone operators have passed the test using version 1.0 of our course. We have more than 70 reviews for this course, and almost all of them have a 5-star rating. We've added more humor, video, and graphics to make things clearer and more fun." Martha King, the other co-chairman of King Schools, added, quote, "Probably the most difficult subject on the knowledge test for the remote pilot certificate is airspace. That's where our 33 years of experience in teaching with video really pay off." The King course gets drone pilots ready to pass the FAA test and gives them the tools they need to both safely integrate into the National Airspace System and stay out of trouble with the FAA. The course can be purchased at an introductory price of $99 until July 1st, 2017. Well, that's our program for this week. In addition to this program, our daily Airborne Unlimited episodes covering the entire aviation and aerospace world are streamed Monday through Friday. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and tweet us. Get comprehensive real-time 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net, and more information on the exciting hobby drone world at modelaircraft.org. We'll see you next week.